to normal. So all that crazy crap yesterday really was a dream after all. Wait, that's the door from yesterday.
Those are the embers of the delusion. In time, that door too will disappear from reality.
Saki?
And don't forget about me. I'm here too.
Okay, so you're here. But why?
Pin-kun, be careful. It's not safe to show yourself right now, remember?
Yeah.
Well, that settles it. I must still be dreaming somehow. A dream within a dream. Anybody got a top?
Yesterday, we nullified the encroachment of a delusion, and then found ourselves repeating Sunday all over again. But this isn't a dream, nor is it a delusion. This is reality.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Pin-kun and I have been pretty busy since we parted ways with you, Asahi. We've been following a few leads. We've managed to confirm that this is, in fact, Sunday. The same Sunday as yesterday, all over again.
The same Sunday?
Your friend, Mizuki, was it? The email you received from him is proof positive.
Yeah, it was the exact same one he sent me yesterday, down to the letter.
Furthermore, it seems as though no one in all the city, ourselves excluded, can recall anything that happened yesterday.
So, are you saying that the three of us traveled back in time or something?
I don't know if that's quite it either. I believe that whatever happened didn't happen to us, but rather to the world. It's the world that's not right.
Okay, so the world repeated Sunday, but left us literally out of the loop?
Not just us. There are other elements that didn't make it into this loop, as you put it. Just take a look at Akihabara Station. Door aside, there isn't a trace of the delusory consumption to be seen.
Great, but what does that mean?
The consuming effects of the delusions, and those of us who perceive them, are not subject to this repeating loop.
Okay, the song is starting to come out.
Which suggests the repetition of this Sunday and the delusions are connected. It's the only logical conclusion.
So you're telling me everything not connected to the delusion is repeating?
Yes. TV and radio programming is identical. And I've no doubt once midnight passes, it'll be Sunday yet again.
So that cat ear cafe I keep passing is forever doomed to live through its grand opening over and over again. No, and Mizuki, will he be forced to wait for me to show up at Fossmap for all eternity?
Yep. And you'll be a neat forever too.
Pin-kun, could you please pretend to try and behave? But doesn't that sound boring, Asahi? The same day repeated over and over again without any changes?
I think the word boring is too exciting for that kind of hell.
I couldn't agree more, which is why I want you to stick with me from now on.
Huh?
I was thinking it over after you went home, Asahi. How nice would it be to have someone like you by my side?
Wait, what? I don't know if we're ready for... what do you mean by that exactly?
Well, I've been kind of uneasy since I came to Tokyo. I don't really have anyone to call on for moral support.
Well, I don't think my heart can take this. It's all so sudden.
I want you, Asahi. I want your help nullifying any and all encroaching delusions.
Aha. That makes more sense. Probably should have figured.
For the two of us to meet at random like this. For both of us to be able to receive these delusions. It has to be fate, doesn't it?
That sounds like a love song.
Besides, Neato Mosquito, you ain't got any other plans. You might as well.
Thanks.
Ah, damn it. You try to help one person once and pay the price forever. I should have known better. How am I even supposed to help you guys anyway? Like, what am I supposed to do?
How many times must we go over this? Help?
In Akiba? Why just Akiba?
Because delusions are drawn to Akiba more often than anywhere else. It's practically an epidemic.
Really? Maybe I just couldn't see them before.
That must be. But right now, we've got more than just delusions to worry about. We've got a repeating timeline, too. Though, I have a hunch that if we take care of every encroaching delusion, this problem should resolve itself shortly.
Yeah, I'll pass. The whole monster fighting thing isn't really my jam.
Leaving a poor girl all alone in a dangerous town like this is your jam, then? I see your cruelty knows no bounds.
Actually, Akiba's pretty safe. Crazy otaku crime has been blown way out of proportion by the mainstream media.
I see. Well, when I meet my violent death, I will look to the skies and lament that you weren't there to help. I suppose I'm destined to fight against the invading Delusion hordes with no one but Pinkun by my side. Adrift on these lonely streets until eventually, inevitably, a strange man earns my trust and lures me his way.
Yo, I think you've got enough delusion to go around yourself right there.
Poor Saki. To think Asahi abandoned you, even though, as a dirty NEET, he has absolutely nothing better to do.
No, Pinkun. It's all right. But thank you for being my rock in this, my time of greatest need. I must simply take solace in the fact that I am the chosen one, destined to save the world from a delusory fate, even when I'm unsure or alone, or approached by a strange man with an alluring offer. I will not be daunted, even in this town where I know no one but Asahi, and can count on no one but Asahi. I shall persevere.
I mean...
You always have me, Saki. I'll do my best to help you in any way I can. So please, let me see that smile of yours. Ah, Pika! Saki!
Okay, now just hold up. There's no need to pretend to cry. People are staring. Just stop, please.
Asahi! Asahi, you jerk!
Damn it. Fine. Fine, you win, okay?
Does that mean you'll help?
I will, but only because I know a lot of people in Akiba and don't want any weird rumors getting started about me.
Thank you, Asahi. I'll be counting on you.
You're a credit to NEETs everywhere.
Yeah, and you're both con artists.
Well, what do you say we get started? First off, let's investigate Main Street.
And they're off. Honestly, this isn't all that bad, I guess. Things were starting to get kind of boring anyway. Plus, I'd hate to force Mizuki to wait for me day in and day out.
Nothing strange going on here. At least, nothing that looks like it's being eaten by delusion at any rate.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back.
Yep, same old Akiba.
Tell me, Asahi, can you think of any place that's likely to be encroached upon by delusion?
How do I even answer that? Wait, does that mean you don't have any idea where to look either?
I just don't know Akihabara very well. I've only been here since the spring.
You're telling me you just randomly stumbled upon these disturbances all this time?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. But Akiba's your stomping ground. I'm sure you'll be able to show us how it's done. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I'm not flattered, but really? That sounds like something you just made up right now to placate me.
No, I'm completely serious. I've been thinking about you since yesterday.
I'm sure.
Okay, enough back talk. I've got you for your eyes, not your mouth. See anything that seems off yet?
You'd kinda know if I did. Not like yesterday's delusion was easy to miss. Hold on, what's going on over there?
Ooh, what is it? What do you see?
Just a disproportionately large number of people wearing hoppy coats.
Like the kind you see at festivals?
Not around here. Around here you see people wearing them for idol concerts. They've usually got the name of the idol they're endorsing proudly displayed.
So, what? Aren't there like a million underground idols here in Akihabara?
Yeah, but this seems excessive, even by Akiba standards. And I don't think I saw any of this yesterday. Okay, there are definitely way more here than there should be.
Hey, Asahi, what can you tell me about where they're all headed?
Looks like they're Main Street bound. So they're probably going to Versailles, Akihabara. Lots of idol shows held there.
Then that's where we're going too. Come on, let's roll.
Huh? Why? Don't tell me you think this is another delusion thing. If there was some kind of big event going on, I wouldn't find a crowd like this all that unusual.
But you're forgetting the most important detail of what you just said. Remember, this is Sunday again.
Right. And there weren't this many people in hoppy coats yesterday, huh?
Bingo! And when something happens that didn't happen yesterday, that's a red flag for sure.
So if there is an event, it's an event unique to this particular loop. One that didn't exist yesterday.
Versailles Akihabara is on Main Street, you said? Come on, let's check it out!
Save point! You better use it in case the power goes out!
I guess I wonder.
Well, all signs point to event. You really think it's another delusion?
I do. There was nothing like this here yesterday. So my theory still stands. We and the encroaching delusions are the only things not repeating in this loop of ours.
Yeah. Man, Akiba's going through some real crap right now, huh?
It's okay. We're going to take care of this delusion together.
Okie dokie.
I have to admit, though, this is quite the crowd. What sort of thing could inspire so much fervor?
It's a handshake event for Liberty Mom!
Well, that just happened. Is he here to shake her hand, do you think?
I'm gonna say yeah. But man, Akiba's really gone idol crazy in recent years.
Oh, yeah. I think I heard about one group based here. ACQ 48, was it?
Yeah, they're pretty famous, but the underground idols are the ones people really hipster themselves over. There are even stores where people sell candid photos or let you meet and greet with idols in training. If you're an idol otaku, Akiba is pretty much your mecca.
Wow. I knew Akiba was an otaku haven, but I never knew there were so many kinds of otaku.
Well, take that Onda guy from yesterday. He was clearly an audio otaku, right? Same basic idea.
Akihabara is quite the melting pot, isn't it? Audio...
Did you just slip a slight against me into a response to something I was teaching you?
Come on, we should talk to the people gathered around here and try to figure out whose delusion this might be.
Aren't we supposed to jump into the Delusionscape and defeat a grand phantasm somewhere in its chewy center?
It might be a bit premature for that. The door to the Delusionscape hasn't even manifested itself yet.
Haha, that's a good point.
The entrance will only appear when the balance within the heart of the delusion source begins to crumble. Oh, we call the sources of these delusions delusers, by the way.
Kinda rude, but makes sense. Onda looked pretty shaken up when he encountered his delusion yesterday.
Which means now we've got to find the one responsible for this idol delusion. Which unfortunately means we're going to have to talk to the many, many fans here until we figure out who it is. But sometimes, investigation is all about the legwork. Let's get inquisitive, Asahi!
Won't be long now until my hand is touching Mippity's. But it's all sweaty because I'm so nervous. What?
Hi. May I ask you a few questions?
What do you want? What business could a three-dimensional girl possibly have with me?
Well, I just wanted to know what's going on here. Like, who's this event for in the first place?
You don't know Mippity Mom? This is why 3D girls are the worst. God.
So this Nippity Mop you speak of is the main attraction here today?
Yes. She's the only attraction. This is a memorial event to mark the release of her newest CD. And I'm the captain of the Mippity Militia 3rd Infantry. The name's Chunk Widebody. What are you doing in her sanctum anyway? If you're not Mippity Mop fans, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Trust me, if I could be anywhere else right now, I would.
You three-dimensional girls are all the same. Mippity Mop is and always will be 2.5D to me.
Asahi, help! I have no idea how to talk to these people, or even what they're saying half the time.
Yeah, you get guys like that sometimes. Let me take a stab at it.
Hello. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Huh?
Hey, Goggles, she's talking to you.
What? Me?
My name is Saki Hoshino, and I promise, I mean you no harm.
Oh, I'm Megane Taro, and yes, I'm here for the big show. There's a new CD coming out today, so there's going to be a mini concert and a handshake event.
So is this Mippity Mop girl really all that popular?
Well, she's just starting out, but I think she has the potential to become a top idol if she really tries. Other fans would be mad at me if they heard me say this, but there are idols with cuter looks and better songs. Even despite that, though, Mippity Mop has a mysterious power to attract important people, so she'll do okay. That's why I've decided to come here and cheer her on myself.
You really do care about her, huh?
Yes, because she always smiles for me.
Well, I hope you're able to communicate those feelings to her. Thank you for being so gracious with your time.
Anytime. When it comes to Mippity Mop, I can out-talk anybody else.
Hey, you got a minute?
What do you want? Can't you see I'm reveling?
Well, I don't know if I'd say I want anything per se, but...
Then leave me be! I'm getting amped for the handshake event with Mippity Mop. That's real, Momose, to peons like you. This is such an important CD release for Akiba's favorite daughter. I couldn't be happier that she's holding it here. Mippity Mop must be ecstatic. I'm overwhelmed with emotion, and I'm just a fan. Though, I suppose her happiness is our happiness, and to finally be able to touch her with our own hands, too. One handshake per CD is a steal. In fact, from any true fan's perspective, it's the deal of the century. I actually bought 3 boxes of CDs just for today, and I'm not talking the pansy 50-count boxes, but the 100 count. Oh, sorry. Not rude of me to talk your ear off without introducing myself. The name's Slims. Twiggy Slims. I belong to my college's Idol Research Society, or IRS for short. We study idols of all ages and nationalities. And by my valuation, talent like Mippity Mops comes along only once every 1,000, nay, 2,000 years. Her favorite food item is candy, and her least favorite is wasabi. She has 1 brother and 1 sister, both much older. She likes collecting pink accessories and hates bugs. Oh, and this info only took me maybe 40 seconds to research. Her CD sales still aren't up to snuff, but rumor is she's doing a gravure shoot for a weekly men's magazine anyway. Young chop, by my valuation. If I can find it on newsstands before street date, I plan to buy out the whole stock. I just don't want her to get too famous. I can't shake this feeling that she's already strayed too far from her roots. But if she continues at this pace, even a humble student of idolatry like myself should be able to keep up. Still, with her amazing talent, she could be scouted into the big leagues at any moment, and if that happened...
Sorry, wrong number. You can stop talking now. So, any leads on our source?
Not a one. I can't make any solid conclusions off the information we've gathered so far.
Attention, everyone! The mini-concert will begin momentarily.
Oh, I guess it's starting. We might as well stick around and see what all the fuss is about.
Hello, Akihabara! Is everyone feeling good?
Yeah!
Thank you all so much for coming out today just to see little old me! Let's hippity hop straight to your hearts! This is Mippity Mop herself, Ryu Momose, age 14, signing on!
Mippity Mop, I love you! Wow! Marry me, Mippity! You are the cutest girl in the whole wide world!
We only have a little time here to gather today, but I hope you'll have fun all the way to the very last second. After the mini-concert, I'll be shaking everyone's hands, so I hope you'll stick around. I can't wait to meet you.
Of course! You are my angel, Mippity Mop!
Your encouragement means the world to me, and to show my appreciation, I have a new song for you today.
First I've ever heard of her, but she sure does have a lot of fans.
Devoted, too. She's like the model of what an idol's supposed to be. I'm a girl, and even I think she's super cute.
You're a girl?
Yeah, I'm a girl. What, have you got a problem with that?
No.
The handshake event should be starting soon. We should talk to the people in line and catch others as they leave. Hello. Sorry to bother you again, but would you mind if we spoke with you a little more about, Mippity Mop?
It's you two! Did you watch the mini concert?
Yeah, we stayed for the whole thing. Mippity Mop is one cute idol, isn't she?
Oh, so her cuteness got through to you. She really is the cutest. She worked the crowd into a frenzy, but stayed totally composed and cute as a button. I was one of the first in line to shake her hand. Can't believe she gave a guy like me such a kind smile. Her hand was so tiny, too. I don't think I can bring myself to wash this hand for the rest of the day. Maybe the rest of my life, so I can always remember this day.
You're certainly glowing, I'll give you that.
You can say that again. And now that I've seen her myself, I think I can understand why.
I never miss Mippity Mop's Quipper posts either. All of her photos are so perfectly cute, too.
Quipper. It would make sense that she has a social media presence. Quipping selfies is a very idle thing to do.
Mippity Mop truly is godly. She is my goddess, and I am her subject.
Hey, Asahi. I don't think he's talking to us anymore. In fact, I don't even think he knows we're here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's just skulk away unnoticed so we don't snap him out of it or anything.
Huh? Could have sworn I was talking to somebody a second ago.
I can finally shake hands with my beloved Mippity Mop. I have 300 tickets to use up. By my valuation, that means I get to spend a lot of quality time with her.
Hey, mind if I ask you some questions?
She's so new, yet already so popular. I knew my valuations were on the money. A talent like this truly does come along only once every 2,000, nay, every 20,000 years. Which is why I simply must leave my dear Mippity Mop with a lasting impression. Give her the handshake of a lifetime. The time is nigh. By my valuation, touching the bare hand of the seraphic Mippity Mop will be akin to...
Sorry to bother you.
Hey, weren't we supposed to be asking questions? Why do you look like you've seen a ghost?
Asahi? A little help with this guy, please?
Why me? Okay.
What do I do? I got all worked up and overstimulated during the concert.
Oh boy.
Mippity Mop is still so green, but her stage presence is beyond godly. She's a natural-born idol through and through. Oh, I just want to touch her hand so badly. Hey, what do you want?
Us? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Actually, I'm kind of tired, so I'm just gonna go.
This is your definition of help?
Hey, how much longer do we have to talk to these guys? Everyone started going home already. It's making me jealous, too. I miss my bed. I haven't seen it in hours.
Oh, come on. You can't be that lazy.
Try me. Besides, even if we kept at it all night, we wouldn't get any closer to finding the source of the delusion.
not true. We've gathered a lot of evidence for our first day, if you ask me.
Evidence? What evidence? All I learned today is that there's a brand new idol named Mippity Mop who really knows how to work the crowd. She's super popular and basically her fans' dream idol. Where's this amazing evidence you speak of?
In what you just said. Delusions are a lot like dreams. Say you want to be a florist or work at some sort of candy shop. That's one person's dream, but another's delusion. We have our line of investigation. Now we just need to follow it.
Sure, but right now there's no telling where it'll lead. It's like everyone in Akiba'S turned into a Mippity fan.
Exactly. Akihabara's got idol fever, and suddenly an absolutely perfect idol shows up and hosts a handshake event. Who do you think would benefit the most from a delusion like that?
It's gotta be one of her bazillion fans. This would be a dream come true for any of those guys.
See, Dingus? Now you're deducting.
Dude, don't just show up out of the blue like that. Jeez.
Nah, most everybody's gone. I figured it was safe enough to pop my head in. Plus, with the two of you talking like old friends, I was feeling kind of left out.
We were doing nothing of the sort.
Hey, we've got more important things to focus on here. Like, what's next? Do we stay here until we talk to every fan? Hit him with the old, "Are you delusional, perchance?"
That won't be necessary. We come back tomorrow, we'll have our answer. I'm sure of it.
What? That easily?
Well, we're not affected by the loop, remember? Which means the deluser responsible for this isn't either. So tomorrow, we come back to question everybody again.
Saki, you're so smart.
Can't argue with that. But what if he doesn't show? Then what do we do?
If I know my detective dramas, the culprit always returns to the scene of the crime. It's an...
Well, with that pedigree, I was clearly a fool to doubt you.
Anyway, we return here tomorrow and resume our investigation. You got that? Promise me you'll come.
Okay, I'm gonna start taking off the headset. You just get the volume up.
Well, just about time to get groundhogged.
And the Monday Midnight Countdown begins now.
Uh-huh. So it's not going to repeat? All this really was a long, terrible dream.
Zero! Welcome to Sunday, everybody. We're here to kick off your night rides.
Hmm? Wait, come again?
Welcome to All Night Japan, Sunday edition.
Come on, no. No, 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 no. Seriously, just hold up, please. And there's Mizuki's email. Not this time. I'm actually gonna tell him I can't make it. Don't want. Okay, conscience clear. I just have or until I die. Gotta say, might as well just go to sleep. Pretty. Good night, Sunday. See you Sunday. Hmm? Who could that be at this hour? What?
Now that's the face of a man who just woke up.
What are you two doing here?
You're supposed to be meeting up with us in 5 minutes, dingus.
We naturally assumed you'd sleep through it, so we're here to wake you up.
Okay, that's called burying the lead. I meant, how are you here? How do you even know where I live?
I'd anticipated that you'd completely blow off your obligations, so I had Peen-kun tail you home last night.
So there.
Seriously?
I must say, this apartment's much nicer than I'd expected. For a neat, though, it's a bit ostentatious.
Well, I don't like to brag, but I get a pretty good allowance.
That wasn't a compliment. Anyway, come on. We need to get over to Ryu's handshake event on the double.
Oh, good, a safe spot. I could use a breather. Oh, good, a safe spot. I could use a breather. After the mini concert, I'll be shaking everyone's hand, so I hope you'll stick around. I can't wait to meet you.
See what your tardiness has wrought? We missed the beginning of the event.
Well, there's always tomorrow. We can just call it a day for today.
No, we might not be too late to find what we're looking for.
Your encouragement means the world to me. And to show my appreciation, I have a new song for you to...
We'll wait until the concert's over, and then get if anybody... Sorry, Asahi, but he's all...
Hey, take responsibility for your own plan, why don't you?
Oh, wait. We need to approach him exactly as we did yesterday. As far as he knows, he's never met us before. Theoretically.
Oh, yeah, I guess that'd make sense. Okay, then.
Oh, what do I do? I got all worked up and overstimulated during the concert.
Oh, boy.
Mippity Mop is still so green, but her stage presence is... Oh! I just want to touch her hand so badly! Hey! What do you want?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Just pretend like we were never here.
What a weirdo!
Suspicious behavior. It's him. It's gotta be him. I've never seen anybody more suspicious.
Well, I sympathize with the sentiment. That was the same thing he said yesterday, word for word. I think we can cross him off our potential delosers list.
At last, I can finally shake hands with my beloved Mippity Mop. I have 300 tickets to use up. By my valuation, that means I get to spend a lot of quality time with her.
Hey, mind if I ask you some questions?
She's so new, yet already so popular. I knew my valuations were on the money. A talent like this truly does come along only once every 2,000... nay, every 20,000 years, which is why I simply must leave. The time is nigh.
That's the same thing he said yesterday.
What's that supposed to mean? And who gave you permission to talk to me anyway? Am I supposed to know you?
Oh, no, we were talking about and to somebody else, I swear. Definitely not you, so no worries. You already know what I'm going to say, don't you, Saki?
I do. And yes, that was suspicious behavior, but he's not our man.
Okay, let's check on Goggles and see what there is to see.
Hold on. I was the one who spoke to him yesterday, so I should be the one to talk to him today as well. Hello. Sorry to bother you again, but would you mind if we spoke with you a little more about, Mippity Mop?
I don't know what happened. Mippity Mop just didn't seem herself today. Like she was kind of... down. Maybe I made her sad. Did I do something I shouldn't have?
Can you hear me?
Oh no. I never thought I'd be so worried about her.
Hello? Earth?
What can I do to help my poor Mippity Mop? I've got it! When I was hurting, Mippity Mop smiled at me, and it made me feel better. So this time, I'll smile at her. I'll smile and make her feel like 100 million yen.
And he's off to smile at a child.
Did you hear him cry out like that? He really...
I think old Goggles is our guy. That couldn't have been further from what he told us yesterday.
I think so too. Come on.
it's you!
I take it that means you remember us.
But isn't this the first time we've met, Mr. Megane Taro? I'll just come right out and ask then. Are you the one who spawned this idol delusion?
I don't know what you're talking about!
He got away. Speedy little guy, isn't he?
That's all right, though. Did you see? He was visibly shaken.
Which means the entrance to the delusionscape...
Should be. Come on, let's get back.
Hey, a clothing store! Wonder if they have anything in my size.
Okay, so... where's the door?
That's odd. I don't see it anywhere. Is it possible that he wasn't our deluser after all? The things he said were definitely different than before, and his behavior was the definition of strange.
Are you telling me we were after the wrong guy this whole time?
I find that hard to believe. But we'll lay this mystery to rest tomorrow. And so help me, Asahi. If you're late this time... You're late!
Sorry. Didn't mean to keep you waiting.
Well, believe it or not, that's what happens when you don't wake up on time. The event's about to end.
You see Goggles anywhere?
Unfortunately not. It doesn't seem like he made it here today.
Thank you all so much!
Well, that's the end of the concert.
Let's talk to the attendees again and see if anything's different. Asahi,
Yeah.
What do I do? I got all worked up and overstimulated during the concert.
Oh, boy.
Mippity Mop is still so green, but her stage presence is beyond godly. She's a natural-born idol through and through. Oh, I just want to touch her hand so badly.
Let's just go.
good call.
At last. I have 300 tickets to use.
And that's a note. Goggles never showed after all, huh?
Which suggests that he is the Deluser. But if so, why hasn't the entrance to the Delusionscape materialized yet?
Maybe we're overlooking something. Or someone.
You might be right. Let's go over the facts again and try.
Sure, but let's do it on Junk Street. The event's all but over at this point.